Right. Hello, everybody. Well, it's the 2nd of November 2025, so I'll just do my monthly garden video. This is in the conservatory. The plant at the back is the a banana, which has been divided up into several banana ones. Over there, the lemon. We've got some green lemons. Whoops. That's definitely a lemon, and down the bottom somewhere there is a yellow one. Whoops, there we go. That's a lemon. That's definitely a lemon. And then we've got some oranges. A few little oranges. These little green chaps here will become oranges. Yeah, well, that's an orange. And then pretty little white flowers. I'm going to say the big leaves are the banana. Then I tend to be a bit early in planting things, but we've got a few little things that I'm hoping we'll be able to sell in the Everdale Garden plant sales. So we've got some hollyhocks there, some lupins, some antirrhinum, some cornflowers. I sort of plant a few every week. Some will be ahead, but I want to have some plants with flowers on. So, out into the garden. It's sort of quite nice today, but I think we get rain later. We've had a lot of rain. We've got rain most of next week. It's pretty much the end of the season. With Stephen's help, we took in the last of the tomatoes. So where the tomatoes are have all been cut back. Might get a few here, but this little area here is where the tomatoes were. So there's one or two straggly ones left, but I'll just show you in the kitchen where we've got a reasonable amount of tomatoes. Just go round to the kitchen. Whoops. Right. There we go. Yeah, Janine's much the same, very tired. She's had her bath today. She always has a bath on a Sunday. So this is in the kitchen. That's a few of the tomatoes, the green tomatoes. One tends to end up with a lot of green tomatoes. And then with Stephen and Alex's help, this is the runner beans. Last of the runner beans, couple of different varieties. I think I'll plant those again next in the spring and try and get some more runner beans. Right, so back to the garden. Sorry, just putting my shoes on. There we go. It is very muddy, so one needs to change one's shoes when you go out in the garden. Right, so I'll just show you around the side here. We've got this lovely rhododendron. Lots of buds on that. I think it's going to be red flowers. That should be good. And then I've got a couple of these tiny little plastic greenhouses there with sort of, I don't know, dianthus, agapanthuses, various different things. Again, for the plant sale, we've got things there. That's a little grape down there. It's been there for ages. It struggles. Right, I'll just go and have a look at the front briefly. Right, this is the front garden. Some of the cyclamen still okay. It's quite an unusual little cyclamen there. And sort of bunch of cyclamen. They've been and gone. I think those ones will. Some of them come out in the spring, and most of them are in the autumn, I think. Holly, a few berries on the holly. Let's have a look, see if this the seeds are still on the magnolia at the front. Oh, one's fallen off. Right, I'll pick that one. Right, this is the bright red seed. I'll plant that up from the magnolia. See that? Yeah, it was from the. I'll show a picture of the what it looked like. There were two on it, but one's fallen off. There's another one round here somewhere. I'll have a hunt later, but I'll plant this. It does say on those YouTube things you're meant to freeze them before they germinate, but I think I'm just going to put it in a pot and see if it'll come up. See if I can grow some magnolia. Right, so I think that's about it. Yeah, the wisteria, as I say, it's been quite windy, so things are blowing about a bit. But yeah, we've got various things growing there. Oh, and the grape at the front, some of it climbed out of a pot and planted itself there. So that should do okay. And then the other bit of it that was in the pot, I planted over there, the leaves really have gone very red, but I think that'll come back and I'll try and grow it up the wall there. Right. There we go. So we'll just wander around, have a look at the garden, and then maybe wander down over the bank to look at that bit. And then that'll do for November, really. And then it's soon be bonfire night and in Christmas. Oh, yeah. Pointing straight up at the sky. Right, so there we go. The Stephen and myself, Stephen tidied up the all these tomatoes. A few tomatoes still there. Right, so this is just going along the border. Oh, we've planted a rhubarb, which seems quite happy there. It's quite close to the house, but it's good soil. But it's good soil here, so that rhubarb seems quite happy. It's definitely a rhubarb, isn't it? Yeah, seems quite happy there. I think we'll get rhubarb next year. Yeah. So a few roses, quite nice ready pink rose there. And as I say, the canna lily, quite pleased. So I'm hoping I'll get seeds from it, but I don't think they're not quite ready yet. Let's have a look. What have we got there? Yeah, so there are. That's where the seed pods are in there. That's where the seed pods are. But they're not ready for picking yet. But I'll try and grow those on. I think I've been pleased with the canna lily. It's done well. Then we've got my little fish over here. Little pond down there. Mainly overgrown, but there are little fish in there. And then I've done a path along by the mulberry. I'll just show you where Alex has made a new path. This is the vegetable plot. I've taken down the runner beans, a few carrots still in there, Brussels sprouts over there, and then Alex last couple of weeks made another path. Let's have a look. There's Stephen's fish. I think they'll want feeding. I think definitely fish in there. The leaves are on the top. There's a netting to stop the herons eating them. But yes, this path here, Alex has done so that the vegetable plot for next year will all be in that bit enclosed by path. And yeah, we'll see if we can grow some veg next year. I'll just do a quick wander down the garden, just have a look what's happening in the sort of wild bit, and then that'll do really. So yeah, November, gosh. So this is going past a sort of orchard with apple trees and pear trees and things. lots of leaves on the ground. And you could probably hear the motorway in the distance. It's a nice area, but then we do have the hum of the motorway, the tyre noise. This is just going down to the bit on the far side of the bank, which is fairly wild. It's along here, there's prickly bushes that I've planted over the years. It's along here. Oh yes, Alex also painted all this long fence too, which will help preserve it. Just wandering along here, down the bottom, and yeah, there are still a few slows on the slow bush. Let's have a look. Yeah, a few slows on the slow bush. There we are. There's a few slows. And then as I planted some box along here. There's a few box hedges. And then back up. Right, so it's quite nice today actually. Lots of brambles. We do get various things. We get hedgehogs down the bottom here, and lots of squirrels. We unfortunately lost one of our little cats, Max. Fairly sure it must have been run over by a car. Just didn't appear one morning. So we're down to 2 cats, which is a bit sad, but it's a consequence of living near busy roads and a motorway, I suppose. There we are. There we are. So, back up to the garden. There we are. You can see the caravan there. We do have quite a lot of wood, actually. I mean, that's a great big chunk of wood. Something to do woodwork, but I don't know. Haven't got have the ideas, but not the can't sustain them. It's possibly age or ill health or something. But whatever. Right. There we go. So I think that will do. Best wishes to everybody, and I will hope to do another brief video of the garden in November. I suppose the main interest will come with planting out things, and in the spring that hope springs eternal. There we go. So that's where we sit, and as I say, up there is where Janine is, and then below is the kitchen where Stephen does the cooking. Right, cheers everybody. Bye.